Now I will discuss another important interview question. So no more talking, let's start. First question is, what is the boiler blow down process? And second question is, why it is essential? So blow down, why essential? And third question is, what can happen if it is not performed regularly? One by one, I will give all questions answered. Boiler blow down is the process for removing water from the boiler to control the concentration of dissolved solids and sludge. So dissolved solid means in the water possible to present some salt, some mineral, and dissolved sludge means some sedimentation. If you do this boiler blow down, that time boiler efficiency will be increased. Not only this, boiler longevity also will be increased, safety will be increased. If you do this, possible to some explosion, so boiler safety also will be increased. So second question is, why it is essential? Why this boiler blow down is most essential? So if any dissolved solids or sludge, dissolved solid means salt, mineral, present in the boiler, and some sludge also present in the boiler, that time, so what types of problem will be happen, I am explaining. If in the boiler water dissolved solid are present like mineral and salt are present, this side will create some layer. Due to this heat transfer efficiency will be reduced. On the tube side or boiler side, sludge deposit on the boiler or tube, that time possible to overheating and possible to tube failure. You know that's why two types of blow down is provided on the boiler. Number one is continuous blow down and number two is intermittent blow down, because blow down is most important. If not blow down properly, that possible to tube failure, possible to overheating. Not only this, possible to boiler explosion. So I will explaining one by one. So why it is essential, I already explained. Third question is, what can happen if it is not performed regularly? If we don't do blow down regularly, what problem possible to happen? If we don't do blow down continuous and this intermittent blow down, if we don't do, that time this side more sludge, or that time this side more dissolved solid will be deposit and possible to explosion boiler. So it is most important. But how it will be explosion? Because if blow down not perform, mineral like calcium, magnesium precipitate and from hard scale, and this side create hard scale. Another one, excessive solid, more solid can cause foaming. If this side more solid, that time can cause foaming like bubble formation, and carryover of water with steam. That time if bubble formation, that time possible to carry over this water to the steam. Then possible to hammering. If any water carry over with steam, that possible to hammering, that will be hammering on the line. Not only this, if any droplet of water will go to the turbine, that time turbine will be damaged. Yeah. So I am explaining again what is the boiler blow down process. So boiler blow down is the process of removing water from a boiler to control the concentration of dissolved solid. Dissolved solid means like salt and minerals. And second one is sludge. Blow down is a crucial for maintaining boiler efficiency, safety and longevity. Second question is, why it is essential? If anyhow present dissolved solid, that time heat transfer efficiency will be reduced. That time this blow down is essential. Not only this, if deposit some sludge on the boilers, that can cause overheating and tube failure. That's why two types of blow down is provided on boiler by the authority. One is continuous blow down, another is intermittent blow down. And third question is, what can happen if it is not performed? If not performed regularly, reduce efficiency and possible to explosion. But how it is possible? I am explaining. If blue down not perform regularly, that time some mineral like calcium, magnesium precipitate and form hard scale. That time form hard scale. Another one is excessive solids can cause foaming. Excessive solid can cause foaming. Foaming means like bubble formation and carryover of water with steam. If bubble formation happen, that time possible to carry over some water with steam. That time what problem will be happen? Then possible to hammering on the line. If any water passes with steam, that time full line will hammering. Not only this, if anyhow droplet of water enter on the turbine will be damaged. That's why blow down is most essential and it is need to perform regularly. So I hope up to this is clear. If you want more interview questions, please comment on my videos. I will make another interview question for you. Thanks for watching up to last moment.